Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the European crossover webinar. And we are seeing quite the rebound in FX pairs versus the dollar. The dollar had made quite the phenomenal run. I was discussing within the Asian session with a couple of people. I forgot who was asking, but they're saying about the dollar being sold, and I said you could use the 230 because remember that was our resistance from the prior day, 233. And you could use that as a risk level. So if you were taking the other side, 233, we've continued to fall, since then. So, but 233 was huge as a level that, remember, right there we go, as a level that was a weekly level that we had. So we actually got above that. But I'm saying on the way back down, that would be used as a risk as far as if you got short, use it up against that. But the market's continued to go and slide since then. Seeing a pretty good rebound in euro. Dollar CAD, same thing here. It's finally started to go and pair back. We'll discuss that in the dollar yen. Wow, this has just been phenomenal. It's just crazy how far this market's rallied. I can't imagine how many people have been cleaned out on some of these pairs. Dollar yen, I mean, that exceeded every resistance level we had thought about. We've seen a pretty good rebound here in S&Ps. And we talked about this rally coming up, I think it was about really 2 days ago, but then it turned around and fell all apart. It looks like just like when it was, not yesterday, but the day before, we're like, oh, this thing looks like it's going to go. And then all of a sudden just turned around and fell, I guess it's maybe from here, turned around and fell right on its face and started going back towards these lows. I think that might have been on this day, came all the way back down, came up and then just turned around and fell back again. But it certainly looks like we're moving up. You can see the NASDAQ, which continues to lead. There's the old limit, 75.43, but this appears to be the resistance right here, which is 76.10. We'll keep an eye on that. Wow, SPUs are still ripping up. Holy smokes. Yeah, still press it up here. Key level here is going to be 2505 is what I have here. Wow, look at this thing. Whew. And 2467 is at 23%. We're just above that. Or we just tagged it. But we can still make a run up in here. Gold is also run, but gold is just mirroring what we're seeing here in equities. As you know, I have not been a fan of gold, and there's people trying to buy gold yesterday, and I was trying to point out, but I guess nobody wanted to listen. I mean, it was just simply mirroring exactly what the SPOOs and NAS were doing. The difference was that it was actually when the SPOOs and NAS paired back, they were still above their VWAP, and gold was below its VWAP. So I want to tell people how to trade, but I mean, when we saw that rally back, I was like, that's a good time to just get out of your gold positions. And when it turned around, gold turned around and fell down $10, and then got below VWAP. So we're still pushing up higher here. So some resistance in here. There you go. $15.18. Really, it's like almost $15.21 here. There you go, right there. So probably a pause there. Keep an eye on that. Watch for 15.21. Anyway, should see a pause around this 15.21 here. Keep an eye on the SPOOs too. Coming into today, we just had German producer prices. Really, the data makes this, nobody cares about the data. I mean, it has no consequences to the trading. We do have Canadian retail sales, U.S. existing home sales, Canadian wholesale trade. Actually, that rolls into Monday. So today we just have Canadian retail sales and existing home sales here in the States. Let's move this out of the way. Be interesting to keep an eye on this gold here at that 15.21. NAS is at the 38% at 76.44. We just paired back. Actually, we're 76.29. So a little bit further we can push. And key level in the SPOOs appears to be 25.06. We're still a little bit further away from there. And we're just going to move into the analysis. We already know. I mean, last night in Asia, they announced, RBA announced a dollar swap line. That's why you're seeing this continue. We're seeing the dollar pair back because all these central banks have announced dollar swap lines with the Fed. And big bond trader was mentioning last night, and I told him, I was mentioning him. He goes, "Oh yeah," he goes, "I saw that already." And he goes, "I guess a little bit of a delayed reaction." Well, we've seen that a lot with all these markets. when news would come out, sometimes you think it immediately react, and then sometimes we see a reaction, delayed reaction, he said. And certainly we started seeing that. I think the thing that really kicked it, or it appears to have finally pushed it, then the RBA opened up $60 billion in dollar swap lines, and then we started seeing the dollar start to come off, and it's continued with that. I'd rather just move into the analysis. There's no need covering any news. Let's just go and move into that. Mm, 76.29 for the NASDAQ, and we got 76.44 is at 38%, and then 25. Bear with me. 25.05 or 25.06 is a key level for that. So let's keep an eye on that. Gold is starting to pare back a bit, just a hair. So let's go move into the euro. Okay, the euro's collapsed under the dollar funding crisis. Value support levels are at 586 with additional 506, resistance at 693, followed by 783. So we've already even gone back beyond that. So we'll have to move into the, let's look at move into a 30 minutes, see if we can get a better feel. Keep an eye on NASDAQ is 76.29, 76.44 is at 38%. And keep out SPOO's at 25.06. See what kind of reaction we'll get at these levels. Upside for euro now is going to be right there, 850, followed by 902. Support's right there, right now, 751. Oh, wow, NASDAQ's locked up at 76.29. That's why it can't go any higher. It's lock limit. And 76.44 is the 38%. Wow. So it's lock. Let's go and move into cable. Well, the same thing here with the, hold on, doggone. Well, yeah, we're just using the same one here. Forget. So the cable, we've already seen quite the rebound. A lot of the analysis is out the window because look how far we've rallied down. So looking at the cable, I'm looking at a 30-minute. We've got resistance right there at 1858. So of course, going to be right there, 1653. This is on 30-minute. Right, actually right there, 1695. And look at the turnaround here in the Aussie. If you look at it on a daily, you can see here that we had a long-legged doji the day before. So you can see here, Aussie dollars formed a long-legged doji on the daily bar. Support is 56.64. The pair has a potential rebound to 59.52. We got to 59.81. We get to 59.87. Not bad. That's resistance right there. 59.62. So that's where it came with that. 59.62. That's support. 58.50. Kiwi has formed a long-legged doji, just like the Aussie. You can see here yesterday's close. Has formed a long-legged doji with a potential move to 59.68. We haven't made the rebound that Aussie has, but a potential move to 59.68. Support is 56.51. Resistance is 57.46, followed by 58.08. Well, we've had a pretty good run. You can see here's that key weekly level, which is going to be 58. 58.56. And support. Right there. 57.50. Let's go move into the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD finished Thursday with a medium-legged doji. You can see it wasn't as long like the Aussie and the Kiwi. Dollar CAD finished Thursday with a medium-legged doji, suggesting the move is susceptible to a pullback. Resistance is 45.56, followed by 46.15. Support is 44.23, followed by 43.06. Well, you can see we've already dipped beyond that. So let's take a look at the 30-minute. Right there. 41.80. And resistance right there, 43.45. We'll give it even a little bit more room if it were to pop up. So it's going to be 43.72. And let's move into the dollar peso. Well, looks like we may have exhausted ourselves here. The dollar peso looked like it could still move higher, but obviously now we're sliding back. Support is 23.84, followed by 22.75. So 22.75. So there's resistance right there, 23.85, 23.85. You can see that right there coming right across. See that? A lot of volume all the way across the board, 23.85. Well, this has just been something else. This took out all stops all the way across all the up. I even thought this was going to be a good resistance area at 896. And look, it just blew past that. Dalian has been on a rocket ship since the beginning of the week. It has exceeded all resistance levels. The pair may not be satisfied until it hits 112. We weren't that far away from it. Resistance is 1187, followed by 1286. Support is 1052, followed by 974. Well, it looks like we made it all the way down here to the pivot, 927. So for now, that support, 927. And 896. And resistance is right there, 1018. Okay, the dollar month index monthly chart resistance is 380. Tweezer top affords a likely target. Support is 260 followed by 233 or 230, which remember we had that as 233. 233 is your marker. Okay, so here's that 233. As far as resistance, that's your risk level, the 233. Let's see if we see anything on the 30-minute. Resistance is right now, right there, 198. $233 is huge. You can basically short with the stop at 233. Support we had marked on yesterday is 0107 and par 62. Let's go move into the cross rates. Well, we see a pretty good turnaround here. We saw the long-legged doji yesterday. See that? So support's going to come in right there. 62.27. Move into the 30 minutes, see if we see anything closer. Right there. 62.69. You can see all these touches coming across. See that? 64.30. Euro yen, right there, support 1790. Resistance, right there, 1884. Things have changed now. That'll be resistance 8316. Right there, 8327. And right there's support 7931. Oh my goodness. So here I've been get going. Hang on. Been a long week. Well, you can see this long-legged doji right here. This is freaking huge. Look at that. That's amazing. They really blew everything out yesterday. Actually, it's going to be right in there. 8707. There's support 8302. And there's going to be a resistance right here coming across, which is 6582 on Aussie yen. Right there. It's going to be 6392. Actually, right here, you can go right there for the pullback, 6406. We're actually at resistance right here on the guppy, which is going to be 3042. This has just been an absolute horrible pair. I mean, if someone was long, I mean, it's just like the sterling combined with the, it's just been, this pair has been an absolute disaster. Support was right there, 28.72. There's resistance right there, 01.15 on sterling odd. And like I said, using a 30 minutes so you can get a better feel, and you can see where the support comes in right there. 98.50. Call it 98.57. We are seeing the euro pair back a bit. Cable's still plugging along with that, but it's got so much so far to go because look at this thing. This thing has absolutely been obliterated. Just absolutely obliterated. Dalian coming up at 981, coming off that pivot of 927. Peso continues to weaken here. SPOOs have come back down a bit. We'll take a look there. We were talking about that. Remember, we said the 2506 here, right there. 2506, and you can see now we've come off from those highs of 24.96. The only thing that stopped this from going to 2506 was because the NAS got limit up just a hair before the 38%. So you can see we faded from that decent amount here. But we were locked. You can see that right there. $76.44 was the 38%, but we were locked at before that. We got lock limit at 76.28. So we're 16 away from hitting that 38%, or we would have hit the 25.06. I thought that was a good area because that's a huge area here on the SPOOs you can see here. But we made it to 24.96, and then you can see we ran out of gas. We fired back. That's also, you keep an eye on that. Let's go to the gold and crude. Well, look at gold. You see, I was talking about 1521. Let's see what the high on gold was. There's my 1521. We were talking about right there. We've shed. I think we may have made it up to 19. I think. Let's take a look. Yeah, we sure did. We made up to 1519. I had 1521 here, and we've shed $9. Actually, at this point, we've shed $10. Let's take a look here at the crude oil market. And the thing is, you can see gold faded as soon as equities faded. Hence my point where I've been saying gold is simply following equities. But gold is the weaker sister because yesterday when gold rallied, then it mirrored exactly almost to the tick to the tick, gold, except that it was weaker. So when NASDAQ and SPOOs paired back. They paired back, but they were still above their VWAP. But gold was now below his VWAP. And I even shared that. I shared the chart. And so we did a mild little rally. And then from there, gold popped. And then it turned around. And as soon as gold, NAS and SPOOs faded a second time, gold then shedded $10 full. Crude oil's above its 38% here. Do have hard to find the resistance right there. I'm sure. Let's see here. Actually, should be in the May. So bear with me. I already rolled over to the May, but I didn't put it here. So hold on. There we go. Looks like we made it to the 50% right here in May, or just about. You see that right there? Okay, well then that's all that we have. It's been a very, very long week. I'm glad that it's practically over. Thanks for joining us here in the European crossover webinar. We'll see you in the chat room. Good luck trading for the rest of the day.